Did I say I'm using, I'm babbling. Let's get to some makeup. Hey guys, welcome back. So gotta get ready with me video for y'all today. So this is the final look that I ended up coming up with today. So yeah, just kind of like a cool toned, glowy, fresh sort of a makeup look. Just was playing around with some makeup and getting ready with y'all on camera today. So yeah, this is the look that I ended up doing. So if you want to see how I did this and get ready with me today, let's get to it. Okay, so I'm going to start with some moisturizer. This is the Honey Drop Lightweight Moisturizer with Echinacea, Green Envy Honey, blah, 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 blah. So that's what I'm going to do. I like this because it's a lightweight moisturizer, just like it says, lightweight moisturizer. It does, I mean, like barely, oh, there's a little bit on the end of my nose. It does kind of barely smell like honey, but I mean, it's really light. Now I'm going to use some of this primer from Too Faced. This is the Hangover RX Replenishing Face Primer. It says with coconut water, probiotic-based ingredient, and skin revivers. It says we love your skin even when you don't. Chester has joined us and come in the room. So let's see what he decides to mess with. He might bump the camera. You never know. You never know with Chess. He kind of keeps you on your toes. Yeah. This is really a different feeling primer. It doesn't have that silicone-y sort of a feeling. It has more of a hydrating feeling, but, oh, makeup on my face. But I think also, so hydrating, but also balancing to the skin. You know, I think if you're giving your skin hydration, then you're gonna have less oil problems because it's balanced. It's not trying to create its own oil. Now I'm gonna use some of this CoverGirl foundation. This is the CoverGirl True Blend Matte Made Foundation. It says Comfort Matte, Transfer Resistant. So I kind of go between two colors. Oh, and I've mixed up the lids. So L60, which has the L40 lid on it, and then L40, which now has the L60 lid on it because I mixed them up. But either of them work for me, but I use a little combo. Let me see if I can like look and see the difference. So that is 60 and this is 40. So 40, don't mind my dirty brush, 40 is a little bit warmer, and then 60 seems to be a little bit lighter and more cool tone. So I go between them. I really like this foundation. It does have kind of an alcohol-y sort of a smell to it. That really, the scent doesn't bother me, but that's kind of what I smell. But I really love the finish of this foundation. It's matte, but not necessarily dry looking. I think if you are dry, you probably would have to like really hydrate your skin well, but I'm kind of more normal, and so I can kind of like go between. Like if it's a really dry matte foundation, it's too matte for me, but this is not to that level. This is just matte at a good level. It's really, really pretty and it wears really well throughout the day. So I'm loving this foundation. Then for eyeshadow primer and brows, I'm gonna use products that I've already used in other videos and on camera and stuff, so I'm just gonna blow through them quickly. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus eyeshadow primer, and then my NYX Tame and Frame in Blonde, and my Annabelle Skinny Brow Liner in Universal Taupe. So I'm gonna do these quickly and I'll be right back. For my eyes, I want to play with these two palettes and then also a liquid shadow from Ofra. So I'm going to start with my Too Faced Natural Matte palette, and I'm just going to set my eyeshadow primer with Heaven. This palette is so pretty. Like, it's weighty and just fancy feeling. It smells yummy like vanilla, so super nice palette. It is soft, like the shadows are soft, but I wouldn't describe them as powdery. They just do kick up some product in the pan, but I don't really notice a ton of fallout on the face. And I do notice with this palette that this is one that you kind of have to build it up. Like, I would compare it to like the Clinique Cheek Pops, where you really have a lot of kind of playtime with it, where it can really be light and very natural and sort of fresh makeup, or you can build it up. So I like that about it. It is a little bit different in that way, but I like it. I think it gives you more versatility with this palette, and so many palettes are like not that way, that you really don't have the option for going sort of light, and that's what I like about the Cheek Pops. I'm babbling. Let's get to some makeup. I'm gonna do cleavage on a Cozette S175 and apply that into my crease and transition area. So you can see it there. I mean, it's definitely there, but it's light and it's not super crazy intense. So I think people are gonna feel, you know, different ways about this. Some people may love that, some people may not like that. I personally am totally fine with it because I love makeup and I love playing with a lot of different things, and I like for makeup to be different because you can use different things for different things. Now I'm going to use some of this Ofra liquid shadow. This is the Liquid Eyeshadow Bossy Eyes, and this is in the shade Penthouse. So this is what it looks like. So these are very, very liquidy liquid shadows, like they're less creamy and more of a liquid. So when I first got these, I really kind of wondered how they would work, and they work just great. One of them swatches patchy, but I've used it on my eyes multiple times and I love it on the eyes. It's the kind of a rose gold one. So I would say don't go buy a swatch with these because they really are very nice on the eyes and just a metallic-y liquid shadow. And again with these, I think because they are more of a liquidy liquid shadow, they're not like crazy metallic and intense. They're more kind of soft, but they can be built up. This one's definitely a little bit more soft than the other ones, especially that rose gold coppery sort of color. That one's a little bit more intense, but you can see, I mean, it's just not like super intense, but it can be built. Like you can add more with your finger. You can keep layering. It layers on itself really nicely. So I really like these after using these on my eyes. In a swatch, I wasn't sure about them at first, but after using them on the eyes, I think they're just fine and good for if you want a liquid shadow, but not super metallic-y, glittery. It's not to that level, particularly this color. Now I'm gonna take my ColourPop Fame palette. Such adorable packaging. I love it. And I'm gonna get some of Debutante on a flat concealer brush. This is a Sigma F70, I believe. And I'm going to put this on the inner half of my lid. I love this color. It's like a, I don't know, taupey silver. Like I would say it's more of a silver, but with a little bit of a taupey sheen and shift to it. It's really, really pretty. Now I'm going to go back in with my Natural Eyes palette and get some of this one right here. What is that? Sexpert. Get some of Sexpert on a small little crease brush from CVS, and I'm just gonna apply this in my outer corner. Just doing a really basic, like classic eye look. This is really one of my favorite sort of eye looks where it's a kind of cool toned inner half of the lid and then just neutral colors. Like, I think this is just a very, I don't know, I always feel classic and girly when I do this kind of a makeup look. I am gonna play with some liners that will kind of change the look of it, but as far as shadows, that's what I'm doing. The darker shades in the Too Faced palette, like this brown and the deeper colors down there, they're definitely more on the like, I don't know, I wouldn't say that they're not like the blending shades in that the blending shades are the ones that really have to be built up. These are just, they're not like crazy pigmented right off, but they don't require as much building as the crease shades. So just a side note there. Gonna add just a little bit more of my lid shade just to make sure that's nice and intense. Now just for funsies, I'm gonna use some blue liner. So first off, for my upper lash line, I'm gonna use this Pixi by Petra Endless Silky Eye Pen in Black Blue. So that's what it looks like. I love the Pixi liners. They're super creamy. They have different color options. They're just really pretty, like they glide on the eyes, if I can get it open. But yeah, they just glide on the eyes really, really beautifully. Did I say I'm using this on my upper lash line? I'm gonna use another one on my lower lash line. Kind of doing a little bit of a wingy situation in the outer corner, just lifting a little bit because I find that that kind of lifts my eyes a little bit. Oh, that is so pretty. I would describe that as kind of a sheeny, not really a full-on navy, but close to a navy. But it's not like it's metallic-y, but it has a little bit of a sheen. That's why I would say it's sheeny, a little bit sheeny. Then for my lower lash line, I'm going to play with some of this one. This is the e.l.f. Waterproof Metallic Liner in Blue Moon. So I'm just going to use this along my lower lash line, not in my waterline, but just kind of right on the lower lash line area. I really truly can't remember what this color looks like. Yeah, it's a kind of same sort of thing, sort of a metallic-y. Well, it's not even, well, this one's more metallic. I would describe this one as more metallic. I would say the other one is sheeny, but I would say this one is more on the metallic side. For mascara, I'm going to play with this one from the Mallywood collection. This is the Smoky Mama Mascara. Super duper cute packaging. And the mascara itself is cute. It's sparkly with pink packaging, so I love that. So I've used this mascara a couple times before, and mascara is such personal preference of what a person is looking for their lashes to look like, what their lashes are already like, etc., etc. This one is buildable, yes, but starts out more of that kind of fluttery lash look. Like you can see, it's kind of more just on the fluttery side, but it can be built. Not to the point of like my IT Cosmetics Superhero, which is what I prefer, but some people don't like that mascara because it's so intense and kind of gloopy. But I like that in a mascara. So it's really gonna be personal preference. Like if you like more kind of fluttery lashes, that can be built to a certain level, I think you would like this mascara. But if you're going for that super duper intense, almost clumpy level, I don't know that you'll get there with this mascara. And you can see, like it does build up to a pretty good level, just not quite to the Superhero level, which is my personal favorite mascara. Gonna clean up my brow bone with a little bit of Heaven and my Royal and Langnickel shader brush. Then over that liner on my lower lash line, I think I'm gonna get a little combo of this shade and a tiny little bit of that one. I wanna lighten this color just a little bit. And I'm just gonna kind of blend out that blue line. So it's gonna kind of have like a taupey look with a little hint of blue in there. Gonna apply some concealer. These are ones that I've used in videos before, so I'll quickly run through these. The IT Cosmetics Perfect Lighting Radiant Touch Magic Wand, and I believe I use it in Radiant Light. Yes, Radiant Light. And I'm gonna apply that with my Beauty Junkees Mini Angled Brush, and then I'm also gonna use some of my disgusting looking MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NW20. For powder, I'm going to use two of my Old Faithfuls, my Ben Nye Luxury Powder in Rose Petal, and my Laura Geller Baked Balance and Brighten Foundation in Fair. Another Old Faithful for lower lash line mascara, my CoverGirl Clump Crusher. For bronzer, I'm going to use one of my very favorites, the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Bronze It Sun-Kissed Bronzer for face and body, and I use it in 01 Light. For my cheeks, I'm going to start with this product. I love these things. These are beautiful. These are the Laura Geller Dew Dreamer Illuminating Drops. So this is what the box looks like, and the one I'm going to use right now is Diamond Dust. These are just fun. They're fun to play with, so you shake them up, and it's got a little like dropper situation like this. So this one is kind of like duochrome-y. So I think I'm gonna get just a little bit on my finger, just like this. I'm putting it on my finger. And I'm just gonna tap this on my cheekbones because this really does like go a long way, but it's just so pretty. It has this I mean, dewy look on the cheeks. It's natural, it's fresh, it's not over the top. I mean, you can keep building it, but you can see it just has that fresh face, fresh skin look, and this one's a really fun duochrome sort of color. I just got way too much. So I think if you have dry skin, I really have this all over me. I got too much of it. If you have more dry skin, I think you'll love this. Really, I think if you have any skin type, I think you'll really, really like it because it's good for by itself, but also layering as well. And I just love the color selection, and it smells yummy. Yeah, it smells, it's not even like a fakey vanilla smell. It's like a, oh man, like a baking cupcake sort of a smell, but in a soft way, like a soft, natural way. It's so good, I love them. Building up this side a little bit more since I went crazy on the other side. Kind of balancing out here. For blush, I'm gonna use this adorable one from Mally. This is the Mally Mallywood Highlighting Blush. This is what the outside sleeve looks like, and then the blush itself is so adorable. Oh my gosh, I love this packaging. It's all sparkly and pink. Sparkly and pink. What more could you ask for? Oh my gosh, brings me back to my Barbie days. This is what it looks like in the pan. So it's swirly and fun and beautiful. This formula is really good and not what I was expecting. This is, again, like more buildable. So you really can put your brush in there. Like you don't have to be super duper delicate with it. It's not like you barely tap it in the pan and get crazy amounts of product. You just get a little bit, and then as you swirl it and add more, you just get more color. So really, really easy to use. If you are afraid of blush, but you want something fun and girly and just a cute color, this one is great. And obviously, if you're looking for one that's easy to use, that's a huge draw of this one. It's adorable. It's beautiful on the cheeks. I mean, look at that. It's so pretty. It just has this like beautiful look. I mean, I've got that sheen from the Laura Geller, but it just has this fresh look on the skin and just so easy to use. I love it. I'm also going to use the highlighter from the Mallywood collection. This is the Wazza Wuzz Up. Wazza Wuzz Up Ombre Highlighting Trio. So I'm going to get a little bit of, there is soft, medium, and strong. Can you guess which one I'm probably going to go for? I'm going to go for strong. I'm going to get a little bit of that one on my Beauty Junkees Pro setting brush. So this is kind of a light colored shimmery highlight. Just going to put that right on the tops of my cheekbones and on the side of my temple. So pretty. Oh my goodness. Also going to apply some of that to the inner corners of my eyes just for a little bit of brightness. Okay, and then for lips, I'm going to do a little combo of these two. The NYX lip liner pencil in pale pink. And then I want to play with this e.l.f. lip gloss. This is the Prismatic Lip Gloss in Rose Quartz. This just looks gorgeous. My goodness. And I think it'll pair nicely with all this kind of glowy, light makeup we've got going on right now. My goodness, this is so pretty. I don't really smell anything, but I love the look of it. That's really pretty. And P.S. I think that my pencil brush had a little bit of leftover kind of bluish, greeny sort of highlight from another day. So we have sort of a greeny looking inner corner highlight, but that's okay. I think it adds a little something fun and different. And then lastly, I'm gonna set my face with some of this, the Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1 Replenishing Primer and Setting Spray. It says coconut water, probiotic based ingredient, skin revivers, same as the primer. So I'm gonna try to just apply a little bit of this. Just for a little bit of setting. but don't want to disturb my makeup. I have the hardest time with setting sprays. I don't use them very often, so I kind of feel like a rookie with them. But this one has a nice sprayer. It smells nice and fresh and just barely coconutty, like not over the top, but just a little bit, and does spray really nicely. All right, guys, so here is the finished look. So I hope that you really enjoyed getting ready with me today. Please give this video a thumbs up if you did. Let me know down below what you've been loving playing with lately, if you've gotten any new makeup, or if you've been revisiting old favorites. I would love to know that. Ask me any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!